All right. Well, welcome everybody. June 28th, 2015 to the SandBox. My name is Jeremy Pratt and I'm an integrated regional director. And we were just joking around with Matt Brown and his brother. Tonight we're going to talk about finishing strong. And it's kind of a cool topic to talk about because I was actually chatting with JC earlier today, and he's living life around what matters most right now down at Duke basketball camp with his son, and he was telling me some pretty awesome stories that made me jealous. But we were chatting about how, so many people are, having great success with acquiring health coaches, which is always awesome. But, what I've found a lot of times is when you put a concentration in one direction, you kind of lose focus in another direction. And that's happened to me. About a year ago, I like to keep a frontline volume between 8 and 10,000. That's what I could handle. And all of a sudden, I'm in full panic mode because my frontline volume was 6,700, and I couldn't figure out why. And JC said, because you only concentrated on one thing. And the lesson I learned was we all became health coaches to help people move forward. So our number one thing that we need to focus on always is client support and helping others get forward. And, I tell all my coaches the same exact thing when, and we all have the same ideas where we want to, eat the food, talk about it, be presidential. Skip all those middle steps. It would be so much better if we could just do that. It would be a lot of fun. But, I always tell my coaches when, I know this doctor, I know that doctor, I know this person, they're going to make great coaches, they're going to make coaches. And I say, well, that's fantastic and all. And if you have 1,000 coaches, that's great. But if you don't have any clients to support, it's going to hurt you business wise. So, keeping the focus on our clients and moving forward with them and acquiring others is really a great way to have a lot of momentum building into the next month. And, with July coming up, National Convention, we're all psyched for it. I can't wait to see all of you down there. But when we're away to play like that and learn, sometimes we take the foot off the pedal. So, these last couple of days of June, we really want to build the momentum up. And, a lot of you out there have been doing great. I mean, Teresa had a great day today. She one of the ways she did it was they had a gathering at her at one of her coaches' churches, and they were able to have a lot of clients there. I was up in Saratoga yesterday helping out a coach at a health fair. I saw some people were in the Meadowlands with health fairs. And one other thing that I did to help move forward was I wrote to all of my clients, and I offered a $50 3-day. So today's the 28th. So yesterday I did it. You have 3 days. If you refer anyone within these next 3 days, I'll give you a $50 referral fee. And, I've gotten 3 referrals already. I signed with 3 new clients between last night and today. So it's a great way. It's, I look at it, it's a great investment for one. And then it's great incentive for our clients who, some of them don't want to talk about their, what they're going through. And, some folks are shy. This, helps them out. It helps you out. And we just, help move a lot of people forward. So that's a lot of fun. And, another great way to really step on the gas is the health games. I was totally guilty of this myself by just joining the health games, going through the motions, getting my points, and maybe mentioning it once or twice on Facebook. Not really seeing the value of letting all my clients, past and present, know, hey, this is going on. It's fun. It's a way to cheat and read and learn about health. And for my new clients, I really decided that the last month and this month, I was really going to let them know that it's kind of imperative that they do this. And thinking, well, a shot in the dark and we'll see what happens. But I've had 7 people join the July games already. And, they join the July games. They're going to see the fun that they're having. They're going to, learn about health in a sneaky way, by playing a game. I tell them all up front, I said, I'm going to trick you into getting healthy. That's what I'm going to do with these health games. You're going to think you're playing a game. I'm tricking you. I was like, I got you. and you're going to wind up getting healthy. So you win. And, you know, and it's going to be great too, because then they'll see, you know, they have the a chance of getting a scholarship for the food if they're a new client, a scholarship to health coach if they really like what's going on and they're referring a lot of people to you. So the health games is a great way for you to help with your clients, move them forward. And you know what? It's fantastic too, because, you know, what's better than having them coached every single day and freeing up more of your time? Because that's probably what a lot of us all want, is to keep freeing our time. You know, I have a goal of, you know, one day sitting at a beach with a little monitor and looking at it and saying, okay, I'm going to do this, and then the rest of the day is free. So that's what I have so far. As far as you know, tonight's SandBox, I was thinking that, you know, it'd be fun to ask if anyone had any thoughts or things that are working for them with clients that they wanted to help share, or if they've had great success, you know, with the healthy games or anything like that. Anyone? I could keep talking. That's no problem too. Deb, all right. Let me see. No, good. You unmuted yourself because I didn't know how to unmute you.
I have to say that the temptation to not join the healthy games was there a few healthy games ago, but now it's such a part of my routine day, and inviting people. And what I love about it is the fact that the healthy games on Thursday nights, you know, the habits of health is being taught, and that's one less thing that we have to drill into people because they're part of it, and on their Thursday night Zoom. And you know, I don't have to worry about all of the habits of health as when my clients are on the healthy games, because they're getting it every day in every aspect of it. So it's pretty I'm stepping the game up and inviting all of them.
That's a great point, because I know that one of my struggles has always been, you know, getting the client to, you know, they get the books so that we can, you know, integrate them, but getting them to actually integrate sometimes is hard. You know, you still have those people, I don't read. And it doesn't matter how many times we say, listen, this is the game changer, you know, fixing up here is why I'm still healthy 4 years later. And the health games has been huge in that, you know, respect, because now they're seeing videos of coaches, they're reading little snippets every day. And I've actually had clients say, how come you never told me this was all available? I said, take the shrink wrap off your books. I was like, that's what I've been chatting about for the last, you know, weeks and months. So it's been huge to really help with clients and moving forward in that respect, because that's probably my biggest struggle is helping clients really integrate without putting them in a headlock and driving their nose into a book, which the police said I can't do anymore. So,
and you know what? It also polices us. It polices myself personally, because you know, 5 years I've kept this weight off, but these healthy games have really helping me to just really subconsciously drill it in, and it's just fabulous.
Right, exactly. You know, they say to teach is to learn twice. So I could, you know, to teach is to learn 1,000 times if, you know, we use all the tools that are available to us. And why wouldn't we? You know, it benefits all our clients and it benefits us. You know, hey, I'm selfish. I'll admit to it. I have no problem admitting to being selfish if it helps people get healthy. So does anyone else have anything? Lois.
I'm really happy that they're changing the format to where you get points for responding, you know, for replying to a post, because just randomly posting something, it kind of gets lost in the thread, but actually interacting with people is the goal of the healthy games. So it reminds me of like the My Great Potential Facebook page where people actually respond to other people. And that's the other thing. Has that been posted on My Great Potential, the Healthy Games Huddle, the Thursday night?
I thought I saw it there last week. I'm not 100% certain, but I thought I've seen it there last week, maybe 2 weeks.
Right. We should make sure it's there, because the people that aren't actually like pulling out their living a longer, healthier guide. You know, and I'm guilty of that myself. After I, you know, took the certification exam, I didn't go back in there more. every time I had a new coach who was taking the exam, I would go back in because the fundamental goals and the primary and the secondary, I always get confused with trying to help them with it. So that's the only time I really went back to it. But doing it now every Thursday night is really good. It's helping me with my own goals too. So
absolutely.
Put that more often on the My Great Potential to get those people to join the challenge as well.
That's a great idea. I'll make note of that. And it's a great point about, getting points for responding, because, who's guilty of saying, oh, I need my points today going on, click, 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 click. I ate bars, I did push-ups, done. I'm guilty of it. So this is a great way to make sure that we, actually read what's being posted on a daily basis. Because, what if your client called you out on it and you're like, I have no idea what you're talking about. So it's a good way to keep us honest too, because hey, I get busy and lazy sometimes too. So I know I certainly do. Others may also. Anyone else? Yes, Teresa.
Yep. I'm really excited about what you guys are doing on Thursday nights, and also on the Habits of Health call, the first Wednesday of each month. Now they're also going through the workbook. The one in June was the first 3 lessons, I think, and they're going to be doing it on the first, and those recordings are always available as well. Between the health games and what you guys are doing on Thursday, I have one client who is now referring a lot of people to me all of a sudden, and he's commented on how much he's learned from the Thursday night thing. And I don't know, I missed it last week, but he said, he's close to his weight goal now, and now he wants to give up chewing tobacco because of somebody talking about how they were struggling with giving up smoking or something like that. So it's just awesome, because I think it's that human interaction between the health games, between these Zooms and everything else. That's what's really changing the game. Because like you said, I insist that they get a book of some sort, but I can't guarantee they're going to read it. And for me, I agree with what you're saying too. This is making me step up my game big time. Because now I'm like, if I'm going to say something or if I'm going to post something, I better really do it.
That's a great point. And it really, it's helping us all across the board.
Hey, with that client, Teresa, did you ask him when he starts referring people to you, or is he going to coach them, or are you?
I did. He's a CEO of a mining company, so he's loving referring people to me. But for right now, although for retirement down the road, you never know.
Well, and what's awesome about that is that what woke him, to referring people was probably the fact that he started learning more and more about getting healthy, and through that, then maybe referring someone he didn't feel like he was pushing, someone into food or product. He's saying, listen, this is a way of life that can really support everything that you're doing. And I think by the more we integrate our clients, the greater their success is going to be. I was guilty of not reading the Habits of Health until I started coaching. And then when I read the Habits of Health, I was like, holy smokes. Paula's iPhone is raised. Yes, Paula. That's awesome.
I don't know what it did. I'm still trying to figure it out because I'm on my iPhone. So what I do, part of my welcome letter is I put an attachment in, and it is the Habits of Health study guide. And so right out of the bat in my welcome letter, they're getting that study guide. So they have an understanding of what's possible, what connects. And I tell them, look, I'm not a teacher. I will talk about it. And here's the guide, and then I go, it would be in your best interest, based on the goals that you set for yourself with me, that you start by reading chapters 1 through 4 and taking your assessment. And then also, I was the person that quit smoking using the Habits of Health system, which was awesome. So yeah.
Oh, I never. Perfect. It's awesome. Would you mind sharing your letter with us on in the SandBox?
No, I have no problem with it, but it's the welcome letter for JC. All I do is add attachments to it.
Oh, okay.
That's all I do is I just put, and if you guys don't have the study guide attachment, I will be happy to put it into Movers and Shapers for everybody, because it's a great tool. And I found that since I've been sending that to my clients, they have been much more engaging in reading.
Oh, that would be fantastic, because I know that would definitely help all of us. So that'd be appreciated. Thank you.
Good.
iPhone raised. So
I don't even know what I'm doing, Jeremy.
That was great.
What did I do? What did it do?
Sudden, like a little cartoon blurb popped up that said Paula's iPhone is raised. So, that's
Okay.
what threw me for sure.
That's hilarious.
Well, it's 8:00, and I don't want to keep everybody. I know we all have things to do on a Sunday night, and I hope I didn't set any of you back 10 years as coaches. And if anyone else has anything else to add, please let me know. If not, I will say goodnight to everybody, and I'm psyched to see you all down in Orlando. I am packing the car and the kids on Tuesday, and Wally World, here we come. So,
Yay.
So have a good night, everybody, and we will see you soon.
Have safe travels, Jeremy.
Thank you. Good night.
Eileen, call me.